That's right, Hunters. You read the title correctly. Alatreon has given us some new armor and some incredibly powerful new weapons. Everyone that's bitching about the armor seems to have missed how to use it. Hopefully this video can provide some insight if you are unsure of it. So with all that said, here is 1240 Dragon Bow at full critical element. So now that we have new weapons, some builders have been trying the old Silver Rathalos True Critical Element set. This is good, but True Crit Element has a multiplier of around 1.5, whereas regular Crit Element has around 1.35. This massively varies by weapon and hit zone, but the Silver Rathalos armor is pretty poor skill-wise. We can hit much higher without it and still keep some comfort skills. We're going with the brand new upgraded Alatreon bow, the Alatreon Commandment. I used to say Alatreon, but in the dev video they said Alatreon, so that's what I'm saying from now on. Naturally, it has 336 attack, 660 dragon element with 2 elemental augments, and 10% affinity with an affinity augment. We'll use the Valkana Head Alpha, Alatreon Chest Beta, Alatreon Braces Beta, Valkana Waist Alpha, and the Alatreon Legs Alpha. Let's swap up the pigment and we actually look pretty fucking nice. We'll use the fitness charm to increase our constitution to level 4, but when Frostfang Barioth is released, we'll be able to upgrade it to level 5 as well, which is really nice. The new Alatreon 2-piece bonus is Elemental Conversion. It increases your elemental attack as your elemental resistance improves. The reason everyone is so butthurt is because the conversion here is very low, but the 3-piece set, all elemental resistance, also increases your elemental resistance. The reason this is better than the credit given is because this works on a percentage, and therefore the more we increase it, the better value of the increase. We'll throw in our 2 spread jewels in our 3 slots, top off our expert with the 2 expert pluses we all have and 3 expert jewels that I hope you have. We'll use 3 tenderizers in our leg slots to get our 50% weakness exploit, 2 more dragon jewels to top off our dragon attack, a mighty bow jewel to increase our charge level, and this. Right, so hear me out on this one. Adding in 1 more defense jewel gives us defense level 4, which also gives us +3 in all our elements. This is complemented by our 3-set bonus, and now contributes to our elemental attack. So you go, defense jewel.
Thanks.
We'll be using the glider mantle. This is so we can throw on a hard ice resistance jewel. Obviously you can pick the element best for the fight here, but ice is already our highest resistance, so the 3-set percentage multiplier means we'll get more elemental damage here than using any other element, or a hard defense jewel. Our other slot will be a Phoenix protection jewel. I did a lot of playing around with hard defense and hard elemental jewels, and I believe this to be the best combo generally. If you don't see yourself activating coalescence during the fight, I'd recommend swapping the waist for the beta one and placing a hard defense jewel in place of your defense jewel. The elemental damage will increase and end up about the same, but I wouldn't recommend it because you don't look as sexy. Yeah, I'm literally sacrificing about 10 elemental damage to look wicked. Maybe I'll change my mind when we get MR layered armor. Oh, there's also no point dropping the helmet for the beta version because we need that 3 slot. For my second mantle, I've gone with the Assassin's Hood Plus. It has a 3 slot for the Phoenix jewel and a 2 slot for, I guess, a crit jewel, increasing our raw damage slightly. If you don the Assassin's Hood at the right time, you'll keep it on even if the monster spots you. It lasts for a long time and gives a speed increase. Nice.
Quite foolish. Assassin.
So that gives us Critical Eye level 7 to hit our 50% affinity, Dragon Attack level 6 to increase our dragon damage, Defense Boost level 4 to get our +3 in all our elements, Constitution level 4 to keep up our stamina when attacking. This will be 5 when Frozen Barioth is released. Attack 3 is a nice bonus. I know it's painfully close to level 4 and the affinity increase, but we don't actually need it here, so it's not that big a loss. Health Boost 3 for comfort, Weakness Exploit 3 to reach our 100% goal, Spread 2 to increase our main attack's damage, Divine Blessing 2 is a nice bonus. It increases to 3 with the Glider Mantle on. Coalescence 2, if you're going with that version of the build, it provides us with even more elemental damage and raw attacks, so that's super nice. If you see a Poison Cup or something else, have a dip to activate the skill, and whack on the mantle to bring it to 3. But don't forget you won't be able to be elementally blighted using this build, as our elemental resistance is too high. Resentment 1 is just bonus, but it also activates with the above scenario in the Poison Cup. So nice. Flinch Free 1 is another bonus, but not bad. Bow Charge Plus increases our charge level and therefore provides us with a higher motion value and increased damage, so that's nice. And finally we have our mantle skills all ready to activate. Our set bonuses are Element Conversion, All Elemental Resistance, and Critical Element. So we'll be eating elementally now that it affects our elemental attack as well. Make sure you go for Feline Black Belt and Feline Sharpshooter for your skills. This will increase your stamina for the evading sidestep and the damage for our normal shots, as well as massively increasing our elemental damage thanks to the set bonus. Awesome, now we have 365 attack, very good for a bow, 50% affinity, which we'll be combining with our 3 tenderizer and wounded parts to reach 100%. We have 970 elemental damage, and we haven't even left the hub yet. So, let's head off to the Guiding Lands and see what happens when we activate Coalescence and don our Glider Mantle. Side note, whenever I spawn into a place that has a camp, I'll use this starting set to take mushrooms and boost. I do this every single quest that I can, and I'm shocked that more people don't. I'll be doing a video on that soon. Ooh, I just get rid of the Jaggies so they don't ruin my fun. I'm not wasting my precious power coatings on you. Hey bro. Sup?
Don't do it.
Do what?
Don't do it. For God's sake.
Got him!
Okay, let's pop a Poison Cup and whack on our Glider Mantle. This activates our 1 Resentment and gives us full protection, full Coalescence and some Ice Resistance, increasing our element already. And we're just waiting for Coalescence to activate. Oh, also, I brought along an Affinity Booter, just to represent the weakness exploit here. We don't usually use that on the set. Let's check our numbers.
What? What the fuck? But wait! There's more!
See, it's no secret that I hate meta builds. They're so unimaginative, and it's got to be the most boring way to play. I mean, of course, play how you like, and if how you like is meta, that's fine. Just don't push it in everyone's face when everyone has their own playstyles and armor preference. Spent a lot of time fine-tuning this build and seeing which skills and options helped the most, but most of them ended up stopping at around 1080 anyway. So I went with the sexiest build. So editor's note, I put this set online on a Monster Hunter group, and someone pointed out to me 2 things that are worth noting. One is that if you cut one of the plants in the Hoarfrost Reach, you get about 30 ice resistance, which massively increases our damage. And when you put the Dragon Mantle on, apparently your dragon damage is increased. I didn't know this. But what I was also told was that, as well as doing that, it increases your dragon resistance. I don't know if this visibly shows up on the character. Oh, what the f. So, in conclusion, in order to hit the highest elemental damage, there's a few different options. Option 1 is for if you're going anywhere where you can activate Coalescence, mainly the Guiding Lands, or anywhere where there's Poison Cups, Paratoads, Sleep Toads, etc. This is also the best option if you want to look damn fine. Option number 2 is built for the Hoarfrost Reach. This is because we have the option to activate the Thor Puffs, so we're going to go for more ice resistance here so that the benefit from the Thor Puffs is increased even more so, giving us more elemental damage. And option 3 is if you're not going to have access to Thor Puffs or be able to activate your Coalescence. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Proper rush to get this up, just in case I was one of the first people to realise this.
Good one.
I want to say thank you again to the Thieves of Liberty for letting me use their song Mr. Illusions. You should definitely go and check them out. Sike and Lubscribe, spread the word, and look after yourselves. Thank you.